Hey, it's you! Come on in, your chair's waiting for you.
We have a new soap today from Gentleman's Nod.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
we are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, and it's good to see you. If you're here
Yes.
during our live premiere, join the chat. We've got a great international group of folks that are hanging out, and we'd love to have you along. And if not, why, leave us a like and subscribe. That helps us out too. So for our mention today, what is this?
So this is our wonderful brush from Matt at Teton Shaves, and it's part of the Zen series. So if you can look inside, you can see little rocks are stacked to kind of mark important places. Like sometimes you'll see them on a trail or something like that. And there's just a fun little story with it.
Where functionality meets inspiration. And he has given us a code to give away any brush on his site for free. So stay tuned to messages. And Matt, thank you. This really is a treasured part of our show.
It really is. And we love the little notch. It's kind of fun. Like just looking
where
from
your
the sides,
thumb
it looks
goes.
like a cylinder, but there's not. There's a little divot to hold on. And it fits perfectly. And I got to say, this coin is awesome.
So head on over, see what other amazing things he's got lined up, and our soap today.
Our soap!
I am super excited because, as y'all know, we are giant fans of Gentleman's Nod, and this is a new one in the same series that gave us Musashi. Oh my God, let's meet the soap! All right, y'all. So this is from the sales page at gentlemansnod.com.
All right. Like Musashi, Sidama belongs in the Origin series. The fragrance is designed to showcase coffee with the surrounding notes building on the birthplace of coffee in Sidama, Ethiopia.
The fragrance has a slightly sweet and boozy opening. These are the scent notes. So, y'all, we are so excited.
We are big coffee fans, so I am very curious what that actually could
Right.
turn into in a soap, you know?
And if this does for coffee what Musashi did for tea, we are 100% in. Let's unbox this little treasure. And y'all, this is a very special soap because it was sent out by Gentleman's Nod for free for us to review. Thank you, Chris.
Thank
that
you
was so
much.
sweet.
So
He just
thoughtful.
threw this in one of the other boxes that we had
Clearly, we
coming,
needed
so
to get it on the schedule.
I know.
So,
Thank you, Gentleman's Nod. And let's see what we've got.
Let's see what it looks like.
Oh, I see a couple of awesome things in there. The tissue paper is
God, he
always
wraps
such
it
a
all so
beautiful
nice.
touch. I know, I love it.
Let's see.
Oh,
Wow.
ooh.
Look, ooh, it's kind of reflection. Look at that.
This,
Wow.
this is a phenomenon that happens sometimes here in the Bay, where we get incredibly socked in with fog during the sunset.
Right.
So it actually looks like it's already gone dark,
it's
except when you
reflective
look
somehow?
out at the Golden Gate Bridge, you can see a tiny sliver of light at the horizon. That.
And there's a side label.
I
we
love
our
the side label here at the
Actually,
Barbershop Duet. What a beautiful
I
presentation.
wish you could see the reflection. I don't think it comes across in camera, but you'll just have to believe us. It's got a really cool metallic thing
I
happening.
want my nose in this thing, and it's a good thing because we've got
all
what looks
done
like an
that.
EDP sample, y'all, so that we
Yep.
get our noses on the more concentrated formula. I'm excited. Let's have a first impression. And y'all, just in case you're a newbie like we are, this is the Gentleman's Nod. We're both going to do it. You ready? That's the Gentleman's Nod. That was actually
tip
the
of the hat.
synchronized Gentleman's Nod. You only get that here on the Barbershop
Yes,
Duet.
only here.
All right, I'm gonna go in.
Yeah,
first.
no, I'm really curious. Okay, we are big coffee fans here. I'm curious because it says that it's more the location.
Yeah, I love the GN logo.
I know, and I don't
Look
know
how
how you
classy
figured
that
that out,
is.
but look it, you picked the brush that matches the
Oh.
soap.
Hey,
Magic.
I totally planned that. I
Totally.
totally planned
Totally.
all of that. All right, here we go.
Wait, there's a little plastic thing.
Oh, you're right. I was like, why is that so hard to open? There is
It's
a
anti-Marcus
seal
proof.
for your protection. Yeah.
Yes.
There we
Okay.
go.
See, we have not touched it, y'all.
okay.
First whiff for the
The
house here.
first whip, here it is. Oh, I love this.
Is it more like the coffee center? Is it a place? Like
I
it's-
got coffee. I got berries. I got
Oh.
a place. I got a whirlwind in this, y'all. I'll be with you in a minute.
a little trip to Ethiopia. It sounds like maybe. I don't know. We've never been, so
It's beautifully slightly darker, of course.
okay.
It's just a touch sweet going on with those darker sides, the same way that like an overripe raspberry is sweet, and the coffee is there to give it that little bit of that bitter personality to pull against those sweets.
Okay.
And then a little bit, you're gonna love this because you're gonna say it's a little bit of a place. It's the coffee house. It's the wood of an older vintage building that's housing this little delightful little coffee house now.
Is it more morning, like, or evening, or does it matter? Is it just more a general vibe?
This is great. Evening.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a nighttime shaver, so I love when the sun goes down and just being able to get to my ritual then when the world is just kind of slowing down and getting ready to go to bed. That's my shaving time. And I love those older, spicier aftershaves that just sort of sit comfortably with that nighttime, slightly boozy factor. And y'all... Okay, so this is nothing like those old aftershaves, but this is giving me those same darker nighttime, starting to wind down, enjoy a little decaf espresso after your dinner kind of thing, and a little bit of fruits in here, and then some woods and a tiny bit of floral. But it's all on the spicier side without getting too dark, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Y'all, like there's no patchouli, I don't think. Okay. But it's gotten like spicy without getting too dark.
Oh, I'm so intrigued.
Whoa.
Do we have anything similar to this at all in our den so far? Like, is it, because I know we've done a few that had a little coffee in it.
No.
But it's not that
because those
vibe.
other coffees that we've done have a sweetness to them.
Okay.
And this doesn't. This has much more of a natural sweet. Now, it's on the sweet. It's got some sweetness to it. Let me be clear.
Okay.
But it's the other ones were like a 7 or 8 on the sweet scale. Like they had some gourmands mixed in and things where this is delightfully playing around that coffee. So if that coffee just had like a half a spoonful of brown sugar and a little cream, so it still had that sort of bitter, drier quality to it, you know?
Okay. Because even when you look in like a coffee bag when you buy it, sometimes how it describes the beans, it'll list berries, it'll list other stuff there,
and I'd say this is a nice medium blend.
Okay.
So this doesn't go so dark and bitter that it's the French, and it doesn't go quite so like nutty that it's a light blend. It's coffee, and it's right down the middle. And the whole world, only about a third of this is coffee, y'all. The rest of it is all kinds of cool stuff swirling all around. And this is my partner, Sarah Vincent, and you'll smell better just watching this. Good night, everybody.
No,
You're going to like this.
Okay, I'm curious.
And I know you generally like the aquatics and the lighter sides, but I think the spiciness in this is going to shoot right up your skirt.
And I have been more surprised ones that have coffee in it. I tend to go to those splashes randomly through the day. Instead of chugging my coffee, I'll take a little whiff of that.
Right. And you know how our others that have coffee, they use the coffee as sort of the door opening to the darker scents, and then it dives down from there. This one lets the coffee be the foundation, and the others sort of dance around it laterally.
Okay, no more stalling here, people. Let's get it.
Here we go.
Oh, cool.
I know.
And you know, even in this picture, like you get that dry, deserty vibe kind of. Like, I really get that.
It's a clever soap, y'all. It's a clever soap. There's some smartness in this.
I see what you mean by
SMRT.
Yes. I see what you mean by it being sweet, but not gourmandy, if that makes sense. Like, it's not a baked sweet.
Right.
It's definitely a fresh something.
Yeah, in fact, if you were sitting next to me at the theater, I don't even know if you would identify this as coffee right off the bat, because it is so beautifully blended in the spicier, like slightly spicier notes of it.
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't get too dark, but it does leave you with a darker vibe. Not like a heavy, sad, dark thing, but like more of like a deep, maybe is the better word than dark. Deep.
Yes. Speaking of like, why is my brain being called a little bit to aquatics? Right. It's a deep smell. And I think just because of the cover, I do picture, because when you look out our front door, you see San Francisco Bay. Right. Like almost the entire thing. That's just that far back. And sometimes when it's getting dark, it can look like a black mirror. Like, and so that is the sense I get when I look out at this most famous bay in the world, maybe. And it's dark and foreboding, and it doesn't happen that often because the sun sets in the west. The sun sets right over the Golden Gate. So unless we are totally fogged in, you won't see that phenomenon. But when you do, you just get rewarded by this sense that the bay itself is giving you a hug. Right. Like a sort of dark, mysterious one. And this has
and so it's funny, I get like, almost like if you were standing, I've never been there, but like at the Grand Canyon looking out and just seeing how wide and open and there's so much to explore and enjoy. Like that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that like open, I don't know if it's more an African thing, like just seeing all the planes go by and everything. Like I'm seeing open
Inspired
land.
by Ethiopia.
I don't know, but I really, there is a new discovery to it. Like it's a place I haven't been, but there's stuff in it that I really enjoy. I want to stay there.
Yeah.
I get what you meant by thinking a little bit of a berry zest in there or something.
Just
but it's
like
not
a
enough to
tiny
pick.
bit of an overripe raspberry,
Right.
just to take a little of the edge off the coffee. I mean, we'll know when we look this up.
But it's almost so subtle that you don't know what berry it is. It's just enough to make it a little sweeter.
Right.
And you know, it's funny. I really thought it'd be way, way more masculine. But smelling that just straight off the puck, there is a little kind of a different
You're
vibe.
right, because I don't sense a musk. I don't sense like the
No.
tobaccos. I don't sense the things that give you that masculine sense.
There's something
this
clean
is just
and
sort of
refreshing about it.
Yeah, like a unisex spiciness to it.
Yeah,
right? Like
and-
it hit that like right unisex right down the middle, and then it dove and went, how spicy can we
And
make
it's so fun because I know when you're saying these words spicy and other stuff, but it's not a normal spice that we've had before.
No.
Everything about this scent has like newer pieces that are creating that vibe.
Now you are the coffee queen. What is the coffee in this? How would you describe that for the people?
Oh, see, it's funny. I think if you had to make coffee more palatable for more people.
Oh, right. Because
It's
when I was
almost-
12, I wasn't real happy with a big old dark black espresso. Right.
But it's not by making it really sweet and covering it up with all the cream and the whatever that can disguise coffee. It's a different way.
Oh, that's a really good point. Right.
I get it almost more like there's something about the wood that's in here, like you said. I don't know if it's like a cedar or something, but the lightness of the wood and the bitterness of the coffee really blend amazingly well in this. So they almost disappear into each other and create a new scent.
Yes, I'm really glad you said that because when I was 12, if I was going to drink coffee, it had to have all of the sugar in it. It had to have all of the heavy cream in it.
Right.
It basically had to be a Starbucks milkshake with a tiny bit of coffee in it for me to be able to drink it, right?
Yeah.
But what I love is that the way they have made that coffee completely all accessible is not by filling it with all of those other things that are going to turn it into something else. This doesn't turn it into a creamy, sweet Irish coffee kind of a thing. Nope. This takes the coffee character alone and figures out other scent notes around to make you love it.
And there's something about, give it a whiff one more time. There's something about the wood in here that makes me think I just was like literally chopping up wood or something. There's a rawness to it. It's a fresh, I don't know if we're in like an oak barn or whatever was around, but there's something that's that fresh wood that is very real here.
Yeah, and I know I'm from California, but I smell redwood.
Is that what
I
it
don't
is?
think I would get kicked out of bed.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's very comforting wood, but I feel like it's like a raw, like I just walked into a brand new built cabin or something.
Right.
It hasn't even had paint on the walls.
Right,
There's
right.
something new and really, really real about it.
And y'all, I know we never comment on lather here at the Barbershop
that was
Duet,
immediate.
But
Oy, oy,
this
oy.
lather on this gentleman,
Waking up quickly here.
It's just beautiful. Y'all waking up and the scent is coming out.
Immediately here. I can't wait to see what it comes out to life in there. If it's going to be a little different than just.
All right, so
here.
should we do this? This is the coffee house whiff. Everybody
okay,
ready?
yeah.
And on 3, 1, 2. Oh.
Oh, this. Interesting.
Oh, that's quite a little bit of a widening in the
there's
lather
something-
here, isn't it?
Now I feel like I'm getting
Oh.
more of the 3 tiers going on.
Right. This makes it more real. This,
It
I can
does.
definitely smell the wood underneath and the coffee up above.
And I got the very intro was like, and more the berry thing. Like
Right.
that intro part was
Oh,
like,
right.
the like sweetness. It really does paint the picture of the color.
Right.
Like that pinky color of like a intro, whether if it's a sunset, sunrise, I can't tell. But whatever it is,
100%.
it's gorgeous. It's that
Yeah.
color, like,
Right.
I don't know how, but I think that's
Oh.
why you says raspberry, because it is kind of that raspberry color.
I really want to be right when we get to the soap
I know,
notes.
watch
We'll
there
see.
be nothing listed at all.
And yeah, I love that this doesn't spread out. I often say that the soap will spread out like wide when you lather, but this one seems to spread out tall.
Right, like the tiers of a cake or
Right,
something, like,
where
or maybe the
now-
sunset, like all the layers of
Yes.
the color.
And
It's
when
that
we've had
vertical.
coffee before, it's been a base note. And here, I smell it almost first or middle. I'm sorry, I just have to know what's in this. Let's look at the scent notes. All right, back to the sales page at Gentleman's Nod. This fragrance has a slightly sweet and boozy open that is coffee forward with fruity nuances from berries and apricots.
It's the sunset colors.
Marcus was right.
Does it finally work? No?
Kinda. Kind
A
of.
little glitchy.
Anyway, okay. As it transitions, a unique and creamy mix of iris, lactonic features, put a pin in that because we have just been introduced to that, and a hint of dark chocolate.
And I don't know how it's a different, I don't want to use the word bitter because I think people will think it's different.
No.
I just would say it's a drier side of coffee
it is
and
less
chocolate.
Sweet. Absolutely. And less sweet does not equal bitter.
No.
Less sweet just equals more. I think that sometimes sweet sort of disguises certain things, right? Sort of just takes their power away from them. That's why, when I'm 5 years old and I want coffee, you got to have it more sugar than coffee, right? No, I think this trusts those spicier, without being dark, those spicier scent notes to exist and be beautiful without an overwhelming dose of sweetness. And it's brilliant. And
there's more. Please
with warm, dries down with warm ambery and musky richness, anchored by the woods, spice, and earthly elements.
Not even say which ones. But so we were right. We said good.
We work for soaps. We could be hired out to tell you what's in this because we got this one pretty
I'm
good.
pretty proud of us. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Right? Wow. There might only have been one thing we missed.
And I don't know.
Amazing.
The more I smell this, I feel like I would want to rock this all day.
I
there
knew
are
this was
different
gonna be one that
layers
you loved.
to this that I
knew it.
really wasn't expecting.
I know.
And sometimes if I'm trying to pick out a soap, I know there's other ones that I'll go to because they're sweeter, because they're darker, because they're brighter. This is a nice kind of what you were hinting at the aftershave vibe, like why you go to the aftershave homages. Yeah. I would totally go towards this because it is a fun, neutral, like anything goes kind of scent.
And I love this new series. I love it. I mean,
fun.
we love the gentleman. We love our Jackie. We love our Johnny. We love all those. But I know this is sort of based around that coffee could be a gourmand, but I love that you have made this not a gourmand because it just opens the doors to make it supremely intriguing. And I'm not even done introducing myself to it. Well, and so
here's the thing. Because it's an origins collection, it's really meant to be more of the birthplace of coffee. Right. So I think that just really adds in everything in that area too, because I know cocoa beans, other stuff, like going to their actual nature root of it is clearly part of this. Like I'm really getting that I'm outside, I'm exploring something. It is new kind of discovery of this coffee, maybe.
And your best friend just went on safari with her husband.
So true.
To Africa. This is almost what I would hope Ethiopia would smell like.
I know, I really do. There's something so organic and fun about this. That
I totally get it.
I do too. But I do have to say, the fun thing for me, I'm a coffee whore. I will admit it. But smelling this right away doesn't take me into like an espresso cafe.
No, it uses the coffee to make more of a sophisticated
It's like paints it in a new way or something. It's very fun because I do think, even if you're not always a coffee person, this may be a nice kind of way to sneak it under your nose, you know?
Exactly, right. If you don't necessarily like to drink it, but you like the scent, because the taste and scent of coffee can be very different. Yeah. Oh, this could be for you.
I don't know if we can go deeper, but we can go further out into the plains.
I'm going to grind those grinds till they're powder. We're going down, folks. And y'all, we have the Sidama EDP sample, so I think it is that magic time. Let's see if I can get... Ooh, so y'all, it is the scent from the soap. It's not like I smell this and go, oh, that's different. No. Oh, but I just get a slightly clearer sense of it, right? Especially before the dry down, right? Yeah. Oh, and this is more of a cleaner cologne scent for me. Like, this is something I would wear, like, out to the office if I had to.
And I gotta say, the amber, musky, woodsy spice, there's almost like a more of the earthy side here. And then, I don't know, then it kind of turns into the more fruity coffee end. Like, it's almost upside down of what I got here.
I wouldn't wear this to the office. No, the office is too sterile. This is too much fun. This is a redwood hike. This is if I'm going to do an outdoor magic show. This is something like that.
Yeah, this has way more personality coming through. Like, there's something different about this.
But it does say nice and sweet and clean. Like, if you were to talk about the personality of this soap, it is really deeply interesting and intriguing. But it's also sweet and kind and clean at the same time.
And there's something about the boozy side. Like, I almost feel like, I think. Those together, but I almost feel like the fruits and the coffees somehow were like turned into booze. Like, all blended together.
Right. And then I get the apricots and cream. And that's what I mean. This could be just a beautiful, friendly cologne along with a slightly bitter undercurrent of a personality of coffee.
Yeah. This one has more the darker depth to it, I would say.
This is my father. Oh. That's what that's all it is. It's just got a fun-loving, whimsical quality and then a slightly more darker, bitter side.
You could totally pull this off.
Oh my God, right?
Right. And it's a different twist We don't have
Right.
something like this in our den.
And you know, as
It's
long
not
as I'm
common.
going to use them, when we send him whiff packs, he says, "Oh, that just smells perfumey." But this
This might be
this doesn't
something
smell
different.
perfumey. This might be right up his alley.
Yeah,
if he
this-
had a skirt, this would blow it up.
But this is way more masculine to me. Now,
Yes,
smelling
no,
it off
it's
the EDP.
supremely masculine, but I'm not sure how because it doesn't go dark. It just goes spicy.
Yeah, and again, that word deep, but there's like more depth here.
Right. Oh, that's
And
gorgeous.
it's approaching that bitter line.
Right,
But it's
right.
almost to me when I smell like a really deep red wine.
Right.
That
Right.
part, I get that from here almost.
And that's what I think makes it dapper and distinguished. I mean, think of the scent of cotton candy. It's too sweet. You've got to have more personality than just outright sweetness in this.
And this I would wear, I gotta say,
Wow.
this is more evening to
Wow.
me now that I'm smelling this.
Right, yes.
This is for sure like dusk has approached. We are off to the theater or something.
Absolutely.
You know?
This makes it a beautiful nighttime scent. An early nighttime scent, so 8 to midnight, because nothing good happens after 3 a.m.
Right, yeah.
But yes, 8 to midnight, somewhere fun.
Right? If you're someone that
adventurous.
likes an evening espresso or like a espresso martini or something,
Ooh.
this is maybe close to your scent palette,
Right.
you know, or even like a deep red wine. There is something in that liqueur boozy side that's coming out here that I get too.
For sure. And it's pretty simple. All you have to do is make your way over to Ethiopia. You're going to find a little coffee shop surrounded by the most interesting carvings and wood and the most interesting people to surround your morning with. And while you might be a little sad that you're so far away from home, you don't mind because of the amazing personalities and spices that are surrounding you and you just got your own! So, go on over to gentlemansnod.com for this and a wide range of other cool stuff.
I am back from using Sidama, and boy, was it enjoyable. It really does have that fun morning break vibe to it, like almost pre-cup of coffee. I know I'm a big coffee crazy person, so I really enjoy it because of that. But I did feel like I just was ready for the day. There's that day breaking. I was excited for it. There's a little energy going on. And the lather in this, the more I went for it, the more I could just feel the scent permeating around me and enjoying it even more. That fun kind of pinky color that you see there is kind of what I get. And I gotta say, I may want to get the splash because jumping from this to the EDP, I kind of need something in the middle because I just want to be able to put this on for a little mid-afternoon instead of a cup of coffee, a little whiff of that. So thanks so much.
Welcome to Messages.
So, we mentioned this earlier, our Tetons brush here, and you have a chance that you could win one of your own.
Hey, y'all, all you have to do is send an email here to WeSentYou@theBarbershopDuet.com. Mention Teton Shaving because he has given us a code for any brush on his whole page. Go check it out. There is an amazing selection. And we just want to say thank you, buddy. These
Thanks,
are
man.
luxury level brushes, and this is a bit overwhelming for us. Thank you for offering this to one of our barbershop menus, and best of luck to y'all.
Yeah, we'll announce it on May 1st, so stay tuned.
I got the dark chocolate now. See, that's what I meant. You keep getting to know it a little bit, and all of the little nooks and crannies start jumping out at you.
And it's fun. Like, I feel like we skipped a step. We might have to get the aftershave because there must be something in that part that, you know, complements just from here jumping to the EDP.
Right.
Because there are awesome layers in between. And after reading that whole description, it is super fun. This Origin series is really taking us to new places.
And Gentleman's Nod, thank you for still absolutely delighting me. There is no Gentleman's Nod signature for me yet because
Nope.
all of your soaps are so amazingly different. The Catalana line just takes me to these beautiful outdoor places. The Gentleman put me right next to Jackie Robinson, and this takes me to Ethiopia for a gorgeous cup of coffee in the motherland where coffee is from. Are you kidding me?
Right. Thank you so much for sending this out and making us sneak this in on the schedule because it is honestly perfect. Changing to spring right now. I don't know why, but this
Right.
really feels like, you know, when you want to stay up longer and you want that little bit of coffee in your day. I feel like I might just go ahead and throw some of this EDP on to make that happen.
Yeah, and thank you for doing such amazing work, Gentleman's Nod. It is very appreciated by our
It is.
barbershop.
Don't forget your next quote with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.